Greetings everyone, my name's FlareBlitzed here, and we've returned back to bloody Chronicles, where we get ourselves into a bit of a mess when Kazuki pushes Akito into this lovely lass. For goodness sakes.
Oh jeez, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to bump into you like that. Are you okay?
Huh? Michiko?
Akito? What are you doing here?
Oh, we were having a talk with General Koya about the Phantom case earlier. We made some new discoveries, so we wanted to make sure he was updated on the news.
Oh, I see. Look at this mess.
It's a big mess of papers.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I really didn't mean to crash into you.
Akito turns to glare at me. I just shrug and Akito mutters something under his breath and starts picking up documents off of the floor.
Thank you.
You don't need to thank me. It's my fault after all.
Still, it's nice of you to help me.
Indeed. Well, I can't ignore a pretty lady like yourself, especially when you need help.
Oh, stop flattering me. I'll die from embarrassment.
No. Now, a person can't die from flattery. Well, you can die from laughter, so the same severity of affection can definitely apply.
You're too cute.
Aw. Akito grins at her.
By the way, are all these files for General Koya?
Yes, he wants to verify a few things.
Ooh, does this mean he has some new information on the Phantom?
I don't know. Sorry.
Oh, I see. That's too bad, because we could really use some new information right now. We want to catch this guy, you know?
Yes, I know. We all do.
Anyway, I think that's everything.
Oh, there's one more.
Oh,
They both reach out to grab the last document and end up grabbing each other's hands instead. Wow. It was like watching a scene from a TV drama or something.
I'm sorry,
Akito faces flushes red with embarrassment. He quickly moves his hand. Michiko also blushes.
Okay. Really, it's no big deal.
What an interesting turn of events. Yeah, it's definitely like a scene from a drama.
It was really nice to see you again.
You too?
Nah.
So, we'll be going now. Take care.
Thank you again for your help. Take care. And try not to crash into girls from now on.
Nah.
I won't, and that's a promise. Bye.
Watch Michiko walk away in silence as after she completely disappeared from our sight, I turn my attention to Akito. Well, that was interesting.
It's all your fault.
I wonder how Suzumi would react if she heard about this.
Shut up.
Yes, because remember what Suzumi said in the last episode.
Why did you push me back there?
I told you I needed your help.
What the heck are you talking about? You pushed me into Michiko on purpose, and you're not even sorry about it? Needed my help. Yeah, right.
Look, we both want to find out what Koya knows, right? Well, my little diversion back there just gave us the solution to our problem.
I'm lost. Can you be a little more specific?
I show him the file I managed to snatch during their little love scene earlier.
What? You stole a file?
Stole is a harsh word. Let's just say I borrowed it.
Oh, my butt! People call that stealing, not borrowing.
Whatever, let's not fight about the terminology.
Suzumi will kill us when she finds out about this. We should return the file.
I don't think that's a great idea. That's if she finds out. I know I'm not going to tell her, are you? And don't worry, I'll return the file later. I look at the file cover. Ezra Longley. Who is that? I start looking at through the files. Interesting.
What is it? What did you find?
Oh, so now you want to know.
Stop being such an ass and tell me.
It's a file on some guy named Ezra Longley.
Okay, and?
There's not much, just some basic information about him.
Then why did you say interesting?
It's this. I show him a document called Azura's cell phone information, phone model, serial number, last calls and GPS location.
Wow. How did they get all this?
I don't know, but we got help from some agency specialised in hacking phones. This isn't something anyone can just do.
Yeah, true. So what am I supposed to be looking for here?
Look at the date and time of these calls.
It looks like he received a call from 788-555-554 at 12:12 a.m. He called back 30 minutes later. Wait, what?
Akito looks at me in shock.
Is this what I think it is?
Oguni.
You think he's the murderer? If that's the case, then is he the Phantom?
There's only one way to find out.
What do you have in mind?
Let's pay the guy a visit.
Are you kidding me? You're just going to show up at his doorsteps?
Yeah, is that a problem?
There are plenty, dude. For starters, what are we going to say to the guy once we meet him?
Simple. We'll just ask if he knows Oguni.
And if he says no?
Then we will know that he's lying and he's hiding something. After all, his phone bill proves otherwise. If he says that he does know her, then it would probably lead us to more clues for the case.
I see that you've already thought things through.
More or less, it's all about improvising.
Yeah, you're one hell of an improviser.
So, are you in?
Alright, I'm in.
What I can say though is, see the top left there where the road graphics are in? Why is that a thing? Or maybe actually that's because of a wall. Yeah, it's a pillar or a wall. Good, let's go. We may actually get ahead of Koya this time.
Hey.
From sneaky work. Suspect's apartment. Hey, yeah?
I was just thinking.
About?
What if he turns out to be Ogune's relative or something?
Well, I guess we'll find out soon enough, right?
Yeah, sure, but shouldn't we at least call Ogune's husband and ask if he knows Ezra?
You want to call Ogune's husband while we're here? At Azura's apartment?
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Never mind then.
Akito scratches his head while I let out a sigh. Come on, Akito, don't chicken out now. Alright, it's here. Room 38. Ready?
Yes.
Akito looks nervous. That's not a good sign. I hope this goes according to plan. I don't hear any movement.
Maybe he's not home?
I am not giving up. I decided to give it another try. Damn it, don't tell me he's out. I press my ear against the door and listen for any sound. Nothing. There's no movement whatsoever.
Well, looks like no one's home. At least we tried. Let's go.
I gave Akito a solemn look. Let me know if you see someone.
Wait, what? What are you planning to do?
We're going in.
We? And how do you plan to get in, huh?
I'm going to try to pick the lock, that's how.
Okay, Kazuki. You know I'll always have your back, but this is insane. You're breaking into someone's apartment.
Keep in mind that he's a suspect, Akito.
Hello? Are you listening to me? You can't do this. I mean, we don't even know who this guy is. Dude, if he happens to be home right now and catches us in the act, we'll be in big schnitzel.
You just said that there's no one home.
I know, but... Oh, maybe he's sleeping right now. Yeah, that's why he didn't answer the door.
I mentally block Akito out so I can focus on unlocking the door.
Oh, Kazuki, where did you learn to pick a lock?
From a friend.
From a friend? You? Come on.
Akito gives me a dubious look. Yeah, what friends does Kazuki have aside the four of us? 5, I mean. It was when I was a kid. We were trying to become musicians or something like that.
Okay.
Alright, we're in.
Must you keep saying we?
Yep, I head on inside.
Hey, be careful.
Akito makes one last glance around the hallway to make sure that no one sees us. Then he quickly follows me in. I guess he's not home. I stop in the hallway and start looking around the place.
Shouldn't someone be keeping watch outside? You know, in case he comes back. Maybe he's gone to the store to pick something up and is heading back right now.
Nah, I don't think so. I spot a calendar on the wall and read some of the notes written on
How
it.
do you know?
Because I'm psychic.
Haha, very funny. I'm being serious here.
Yep, so am I. Look.
Hmm?
He has the second shift for today.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's hurry and get to work. I'll check his room and you can check the living room.
I still think this is a bad idea.
Remember to put everything back in its place.
Yes, I know. What are we looking for?
Anything suspicious. It could be a scrapbook, photos, notes. Maybe we'll get lucky and find his phone.
Alright.
We'll split up and start searching the place. I searched for nice and dresser. I'll check under the bed just to be sure. Creepy, there's nothing here. I stand back up, look around, and search the room all over again. A few minutes later, Akito asks me something.
Hey, Kazuki?
What?
Would you say that a rolled up carpet that's wrapped in sheets and hidden in a wardrobe is suspicious?
What? Did you just say a rolled up carpet? I quickly head over to the living room.
Look.
Man, the stench. It's been heavily bleached.
Yeah, not only that, check out the huge stain over here.
This looks like...
It's blood, isn't it?
Most likely.
He was probably trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, guess it didn't work out well.
It sure didn't. Where do you suppose the carpet came from?
We stare at each other and murmur the answer at the same time. A carpet that's soaked with blood. Obviously he's trying to camouflage the blood with a carpet.
Rosewood Resort. Okay, let's say it is the carpet from the resort. We can't exactly take this with us now, can we? We don't even have proof that this Ezra guy's involved in Ogane's murder. And most importantly, we shouldn't even be here.
We need to talk to this guy.
I know that. Keep in mind that there's a fair chance that the police are also searching for this guy. Heck, they may be searching for him right this moment.
Yeah, I know. However, they'll need a warrant to search his apartment.
Fine, you win. So, what do you say we meet up with him and see what he has to say before we report for work?
Yeah, I guess we could do that.
Don't sound so sure.
Well, it's just something doesn't feel right. Never mind. Akito stares at me for a bit. He probably is deciding whether to probe me further or not. Lucky he chose his latter.
Anyway, I think we should get out of here.
You're right, let's go.
Whoa, did I hear you right? Did you just say that I'm right?
Yeah, getting out was good. But at least we've got some evidence. But we've got nothing to link it up with. We locked up the place and quickly left the apartment complex before anyone sees us. This just seems too easy. Could he really be the Phantom? Or is just Akito summarized, but the cases are committed by more than one person?
Back to HQ?
Yeah. Akito looks at his watch,
Okay,
sorry.
but first I need to drop by somewhere.
Huh?
Don't worry, it won't take long.
Okay. You go into Akito's car and hit the road. I try to think of a place that Akito could be heading to right now, but none of them seems plausible. 10 minutes later, I still haven't found the answer. Where are we heading to? Maybe Suzumi asked him to pick up something for work?
We're almost there.
Where are we going exactly?
Blue Laguna.
Huh? Why are we heading to a restaurant? Did Suzumi ask you to buy something?
No, it's complicated.
Aki? Your parents? What's so complicated about going to a restaurant?
Well, to be honest, it's Aki. She's meeting some dude at the Blue Laguna.
Okay. We find a parking space close to the Blue Laguna and quickly claim the spot before anyone else does.
Alright, we're here.
Okay, genius, what's your plan?
No plan. I just want to see this guy, that's all.
Oh? I have a really bad feeling about this. We study the restaurant's exterior. There are a couple empty tables here and there. The place is mostly packed with couples. Maybe they already left.
Hey, look over there!
Or not. I look to where Akito is pointing and see Aki sat on one of those tables. What? What do you mean by lie or tell the truth? Tell the truth? Yeah, that's her, right?
See?
Okay, as you can see, she's perfectly fine. Now let's go. Akito ignores me and steps out of the car. Man. I quickly get out of the car and follow Akito. Lie. I don't think that's Aki.
It's her, no question about it.
Yeah, that didn't work so well. Akito ignores me and steps out of the car.
Oh, and remember that fight afterwards? You screamed, "Our place is here. This is where we'll fight and die."
Okie dokie.
I can't believe you even shouted, "For freedom!" before charging into a fight against those 5 other players.
What is with that Sailor Moon look-alike t-shirt you've got on, man?
Yeah, I remember that. They chased me around for half the game map.
Yep, I remember our team just stood on the sidelines. We were all wondering what you were doing. It worked out in the end, though, because we were able to destroy their team's support group. All thanks to your bizarre plan.
That was hilarious.
I still think it was one of the dumbest ideas ever.
Hey, at least it worked.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
This guy, man.
Oh, hey, Aki.
Aki looks at Akito with a surprised look on her face.
Huh? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be at work right now?
Oh, I was just passing by. I didn't know you'd be here. What are the odds?
Yeah, right. I told you I'd be at Blue Laguna.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
Anyway, I was in the area, so I decided to drop by. Oh, who's this young fellow?
Oh, sorry. I'm a friend of Aki's. My name's Mikhail.
Mikhail stands up and extends his hand out for a handshake. Akito accepts it while with smiling through his teeth. The whole scene looks awkward even from afar.
Oh, well, any friend of Aki's is a friend of mine. I'm Akito.
It sounds like something Aki would say.
I am itching to say something else right now.
I don't believe Aki's ever mentioned you. So where are you from?
Russia.
Wow. That's far.
From Japan, it's not exactly the furthest country.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, I didn't know you were here too, Kazuki.
I'm not here by choice.
I see.
She glares at Akito. Akito quickly averts his eyes and pretends not to notice. I'm Kazuki, by the way. I'm really sorry about this, guys.
Sorry, I'm a friend of Aki's. My name's Mikhail.
So, Mikhail, what brings you to Utna? Oh, don't be shy. We're both men here. It's normal to want to party with girls and drink some beer, you know. Don't worry, buddy. I've got your back.
Wow, what the hell is he babbling about? Mikhail looks to Aki for help.
Cut it out, big bro. You're acting like a complete nutcase.
I have no idea what's on Aki's mind right now, but I'm pretty sure she's itching to kick Akito hard any moment. I wouldn't know what that would feel like.
What? I'm just trying to be friends with Mikhail here. There's nothing wrong with that, is there?
Oh, he's your brother?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have told you that right from the start.
It's okay. I should have known. I mean, you two do resemble each other, and your names are pretty similar too.
Quite.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
I'd like to say.
My brother would like to say that it was really nice meeting you and all, and that he needs to go now.
Wow.
No,
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov, I believe that's...
Oh, yeah.
Russian
I'm
of
actually in a hurry,
sorts.
So I'll just... It was nice meeting you, Mikhail. I hope to see you around.
Yeah. It was nice meeting you too.
Never again.
Akito turns around and starts walking back to the car. I have no idea what this muzzle something is all about, but it worked like a charm. I'm really sorry about this, you guys.
It's not your fault, Kazuki. You don't need to apologize.
Of course you can count on me. Hey, Aki.
Yes?
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure.
She gets up and follows me to somewhere more private.
What is it?
Well, damn, I feel stupid. Well, I look at her.
Huh?
Just relax and have fun.
Is that all?
Look, don't be mad at Akito. I know he overreacted quite a bit earlier, but that's only because he was worried about you meeting Mikhail. He really cares about you.
Oh, does this mean you care about me too, Kazuki?
I mean, yes, not in that way. Actually, I just wanted to tell you that... What am I doing here?
Relax, Kazuki. I understand why Big Bro did that. And I know he was just worried about my welfare, so don't worry about it. Thank you for trying to make me feel better, Kazuki. Now I know I can talk to you about my troubles, too.
Nah, she winks at me. I'm terrible at these things. Yeah, anytime.
Thank you, Kazuki.
I turn and walk away. A feeling of dread washes over me the minute I got back in the car. The atmosphere inside the car feels heavy and gloomy, thanks to the sinister aura emitting from Akito. I can tell he's on the verge of exploding. Look, I really don't want to say anything here, but you're seriously giving me the chills right now.
Did you see that guy? He was acting all nice and courteous, but I can totally see through his act. I know guys like him like the back of my hand. You just watch. I will expose that conniving jerk in no time.
Wow. Wow, give the guy a chance, Akito. Okay? And this is another reason why I shouldn't be working with Akito.
I'll show him my fighting skills next time. Left, right, uppercut, and left hook.
Don't do that, you know. You never know what the other person is capable of. Maybe they're secretly a martial artist.
Want a piece of me, Mikhail?
God, why are you doing this to me? I know I haven't been very faithful to you, but why? What have I done to deserve this? Yeah, whatever you say. Can we go back to HQ now? Akito doesn't budge. After a brief moment's silence, he turns to look at me.
Let's kill him and bury his body somewhere. No one will ever know.
Dude, are you listening to yourself right now?
Calm down, dude. I was just kidding.
Yeah. I don't think you are.
Shut up.
I decided to end this awkward moment by changing the topic. By the way, don't tell Suzumi about what we did. You know, about how we borrowed the files and checked out Urza's apartment.
Of course. I will be as quiet as a mouse. Scout's honor.
Yeah, I'm worried. Very worried indeed. Akito was still complaining at Hardy the whole time during our drive back to the HQ. Will you just relax, Akito? The guy's perfectly normal. For the most part, anyway.
Great. He's deceived you too? Well, I'm not gonna fall for it.
I think Akito is just suffering from sibling worries.
I know what he's playing at. Why do you think he traveled half across the world to meet with Aki, huh?
Because they both
Don't
have
you
a
think it's weird? Oh, I'm a Kyle, I'm Aki's friend. Blah, blah.
online friends? Why am I arguing with Akito over this anyway? I have a doorstep into the office. Hey, could someone shut Akito up? Suzumi and Kaoru stare blankly back at us. Just then I noticed a huge stack of paper on the table. What are those documents?
What do you mean?
Oh, I was afraid this would happen.
Suzumi picks up the files from the desk.
Hey, I'm just saying that it's weird, that's all.
Ugh. I sat onto my seat.
So, who will explain the whole thing to us?
Aki's on a date with some guy at this very moment.
I wouldn't call it a date, but yes, I'm fully aware of that. So,
What? You knew about this?
Yeah? Akito quickly looks at Kaoru.
Yes. Aki told us about it.
Oh, okay. Alright. It's cool. No problem.
This is not good. The air is really suspense.
You guys are okay with this? It doesn't bother you that Aki's hanging out with some guy that we know nothing about?
Aki's not a kid, Akito. You can't stop her from hanging out with a friend.
Indeed, that is correct.
Friend? How is that sneaky guy a friend?
Okay, Kazuki. Now I get what you were talking about earlier.
I wonder if it's too late for reclamation.
You mean Akito? Well, there doesn't seem to be any physical damages. It's probably an issue with the software.
Yeah. Overheated?
Maybe. Who knows?
Are we comparing Akito to a computer right now?
Stop talking about me like I'm some sort of object.
Fine, I'll say it. I love you, Akito.
What? I'm not going to say it.
Come on. Look at him. Just say it. You do want him to be normal again, don't you?
How do you define normal? How do you define normal in this very, very dire scenario? Okay. I love you too, Akito.
See, you look so happy now.
Yeah, great. It's just like a puppy.
Hey!
Oh, for goodness sake! Stop yelling and get over it! We've got bigger issues to deal with right now.
Yep.
Ah,
Akito settles into his seat without another word. It's clear he's greatly dissatisfied by everyone else's responses to this little dilemma of his. His pouty expression says it all. I, on the other hand, am glad it's over.
Any news from the police?
No, nothing. I glanced at Akito.
yep. No tips whatsoever. We did update General Koya on our progress, though.
What about you two? Suzumi smiles pleasantly at us.
We may actually have something.
Oh, is it related to those files you just removed from the desk?
Huh? Oh, no. Those files are irrelevant to the case.
Really? And that face does not say that otherwise. Oh, is it?
You guys are hiding something too, aren't you?
You said two. You said two. That is the big giveaway, Akito. Why'd you say that word?
What do you mean, two?
Yeah. I'm thinking that. I'm thinking the same thing, Kaoru. For goodness sakes.
Huh? What? No, I mean, I just felt like putting a 2 in there, that's all.
That's just so giving away, Akito.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Damn it, Akito. You're such a terrible liar.
Oh, right, of course.
So, what about those files? I interrupted to stop Kaoru from asking Akito more questions.
I'll say it again. Those files are irrelevant.
Oh. So there are some things you don't want us to know about.
You know it's not that. There are certain matters that need to be taken into account if we want to keep up with the police in this case. I'm just concerned with the legal side of things.
Ugh, legal matters are boring.
Fine, if you say
You
so.
don't believe me?
I never said that, but I do agree with Akito. Legal matters are boring.
Alright, high five, buddy.
No, I'm not giving you a high five.
You guys.
Also, your view about keeping up with the police is an interesting one. I believe striving to be ahead would be the better opinion here.
Oh, I'm surprised. You were listening to Suzumi after all.
I shrugged nonchalantly in response.
Moving on. What did you guys manage to find out?
Oh, yeah. You won't believe who came to visit us today.
Whoabouts? She paused and stared hard at us. Is she waiting for us to guess or something? Oh, I hope it wasn't someone from the police force. Don't tell me they found out about the file. Akito turns to look at me. Conflict is written all over his face. Zip it, Akito. Don't say anything. If you're waiting for us to make an educated guess as to who that is, then you're just wasting your time. It's not going to happen, trust me.
Takashi Harada.
That guy.
Who?
Firefighter Matsuo's friend.
Oh, right. The guy with the scar. But why was he here?
I'm guessing it's because we forgot to follow up on the case with him.
Oh, right, of course.
Good grief, Akito. Get yourself together.
Jeez, Akito. Will you stop worrying about Aki and focus?
Huh? My little sister. Oh, yeah, sorry.
I shouldn't have told Akito about the files. Or taken them, for that matter. Ugh. Suzumi studies Akito, quickly flashes her a smile, which she ignores.
Anyway, he told us something very interesting.
Go on.
According to Takashi, Matsuo met someone just days before his murder.
So Matsuo did meet someone.
Yes. Apparently, he was approached by a young man after one of his social gatherings.
Oh, did he give us any details on the guy's appearance?
Unfortunately, no. It was already pitch black by the time Matsuo got out.
Pitch black, you say?
I don't think it ever crossed his mind that the stranger could be someone dangerous. I'm sure he meets all kinds of people on a daily basis due to his job, so he probably didn't think twice about that.
Darn.
However, Matsuo did tell Takashi that the young man seemed sincere, and that he was carrying some kind of ID similar to a police identification card.
FBI? Koya? What?
Yes, we were shocked by the news too. That does help explain a lot of things, though.
There's always gotta be a rat within the police force at some point. And that rat will always exploit things to those who will benefit from it in an evil way.
So what happened next?
The young man said that he was investigating a report about a break-in in the area.
A break-in? Interesting. We never received any break-in reports back then.
Investigating a break-in report. I wasn't aware that any break-ins occurred.
He asked Matsuo if he'd seen anyone suspicious lately, and Matsuo told him no. The young man told Matsuo to be careful, and that he wanted to check their alarm system and make sure it was working properly, because he wanted to ensure their safety and such.
What?
He pulled a nice move there.
Right? He's a clever one.
Matsuo told the young man that they didn't have an alarm system because they didn't see a need for one, as the area has always been quite safe.
And peaceful. But that's the perfect reason to break in, because if it's a quiet area and it's peaceful and it's safe, then wouldn't that be the perfect area to spark chaos?
The young man then said that it was probably just a single break-in, and nothing to be concerned about.
But
He also told them to take extra precautions like closing all the windows and making sure the doors are locked at night. Before he left, he gave Matsuo a business card for some home security company just in case they changed their minds.
Damn, smart move.
indeed, Matsuo didn't even realize that he told the guy everything he wants to know.
I agree. I'm guessing that Matsuo didn't tell his wife anything because he didn't want her to worry. It's a good thing he told Takashi, though.
Yes. He probably thought the guy was just some solicitor who was trying to sell him security service.
Damn. The poor couple was totally off guard.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Who would suspect a young guy of being a serial killer anyway? Well, anything is possible.
That's true.
And heck, yeah, anyways, let's move on.
The young man's gotta be the Phantom for sure.
No doubt about it. Anyway, does Takashi remember what the company name was? Maybe Matsuo gave him the card.
I'm afraid not. Matsuo threw the card away.
Well, that's just great, isn't it?
Great. Did he mention anything else that could help us with the case?
No, that's all.
A young man, huh? Well, at least we know it's a guy now. And a young one at that.
He's clever, too.
Yes, I can't believe he spoke to Matsuo a few days before the murder.
And he was able to pull it off without arousing suspicion.
Yeah, but then again, he was so slick about it. I'm not surprised that no one suspected him.
But That was a good strategy, alright. An ID that's similar to a police ID card. Huh? What could it be? It could be a fake one. No, it can't be a fake one. In any case, that explains how he was able to approach his victims so easily.
What?
Oh, sorry, I was thinking about the other thing Matsuo noticed.
You mean the ID?
Yes.
It could be any kind of ID. We don't even know if it's fake or real. Anyway, it doesn't tell us anything about this guy.
I wouldn't say that.
What do you mean?
This may sound stupid, but what if the young man is a police officer?
What? What are you talking about?
Calm down and let him finish, Akito.
Yeah.
Yes, I would like to hear what Kazuki has to say.
Think about it. It would explain how he was able to get close to those victims without any problems. He has to be a police officer or someone who works in a similar field.
Wait, what? Are you implying that he was impersonating a police officer?
Impersonating? Or part of?
That does seem plausible.
I agree.
Oh, come on, Kazuki. That sounds absolutely outrageous. Why would a guy pretend to be a police officer and go around selling home security services?
Akito, I think you've completely missed the point.
Yes.
Let's suppose Kazuki's right, that he is a police officer. This explains why there are no signs of break-ins or struggles on the victims' bodies.
Yes, because the victims would think that that person is perfectly safe as he is a member of society that's trying to prevent injustice. That's how he's able to get in so easily, without any traces of break-ins.
Are you saying that the victims invited him in?
No, they allowed him in when they knocked. None of us wanted to answer that. We just stared at each other in silence. It's all starting to make sense now.
Okay, so let's say the Phantom is a police officer or something. Whether he's a real cop or just impersonating one, how could anyone just invite him in? I mean, just picture it for a moment. It's the middle of the night and some stranger knocks at your door. You open the door slightly, and he shows you a police ID and asks if he can come in.
That's plausible.
There's no way you would let him in like that, right?
Unless you know him. Everyone looks at me.
You think the victims knew the killer?
What other explanation is there?
But then, why would all the victims know him? That's a bit far-fetched.
Maybe he's someone famous.
Famous? Give me a break. Are you suggesting that some celebrity is going around murdering people?
Kaoru Suzumi and I immediately winced upon hearing that.
Let me rephrase that. I meant that he could be someone well known.
Yeah.
Someone who's constantly on TV or mentioned in the newspaper.
Yup.
I understand what you're saying, Kaoru. However, that's too broad. I mean, even Igrasil's been mentioned by the media.
Exactly. And we are young, too. That's like saying we're also suspects.
Good point.
Or maybe one of you is the killer, and that means the case is closed.
It's a man, remember? So it's either you or Kazuki.
Oh, right. It's Kazuki.
Alright, you've made your point. It's only a theory, okay? There's no need to get all sarcastic on us.
Come on, guys. You don't think it's a bit of a stretch? Not even a teensy bit?
It might be, but we may also be on the right track with this.
Yeah.
This is not definite, of course.
Yeah, these are only speculations for now.
But if he really is someone who works for the police or in some other similar field, it would also explain why the crime scenes are so
Perfect.
perfect.
And why there aren't any signs of break-in. Oh, if that's true, then wouldn't this mean that the perpetrator is someone who we know? We are detectives ourselves, and we have worked with the police countless times, right? Maybe we've seen him somewhere and never realized it. I suspect Koya.
Good point.
And it has to be someone who appeared in the media recently.
I think we still have a lot of possibilities to consider. The chance of him being a police officer is very high. But once we factor in the other factors like fame and the media...
I know, right? He could also be someone pretending to be a victim or something. Maybe he's appeared on a TV program as an interviewer or a spokesperson. Or maybe he pretended to be a missing person. Anything is possible.
I still think he's someone in the police force, or something along those lines.
Why's that?
Just hear me out, okay? I know I said a police officer impersonation was just a theory, but it's the most plausible answer we have right now. Try picturing some celebrity or some random guy who appeared on the TV, suddenly showing up at your doorsteps. How would you react?
I don't know. Ask him what he wants or why he is here?
Exactly. Just because you've seen him on television doesn't mean he's automatically your buddy. He's still a stranger to you.
Right. And...
But a police officer is different. He's someone who symbolizes protection, security, etc. You would be less prone to suspect him. And if you've seen him on the news recently, then you wouldn't think he's here to trick you, right?
well...
I could tell that Akito's trying to look for a loophole in my theory.
Okay, I can see that happening with Ernest and Li Zhang. But if that's the case, then what about Ogune and Longley? What's the connection there?
Don't
Longley's definitely not a cop.
You should not have said Longley.
Longley?
Longley?
Oh, creep.
Huh?
You said Longley.
Yeah, I'm thinking, why did you say that name?
What? No, I didn't.
You did.
Yes.
You did. We're so screwed.
No, you guys heard it wrong. I said Longway. I meant to say that finding a connection between Ogune and the other victims is a long way.
Ba 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 ba.
What's a long way?
Well, it's, you know, a long term.
You know this is just too suspicious, right?
What? Is there something you're not telling us, Akito?
Me? No, of course not. I'm just saying that I understand how it'd be easy for him to visit the teacher and professor. I just don't see how it would work with Ogune, you know?
Are you referring to the fact that Phantom contacted her prior to their meeting?
Yes, that's exactly what I meant. Ogune actually agreed to meet with the perpetrator late at night. Now that's something you wouldn't do for a stranger, right?
Well, yeah. We already discussed this back then.
Yeah.
And this also backs up Kazuki's theory about the perpetrator being linked to the police.
Perhaps. He used his work stress as an excuse to make it seem like he needed someone to talk to.
Yes. And who better to talk to than a psychiatrist?
That's where Oguni comes in. That's how a Phantom got to know her. She agreed to meet him because he was an acquaintance. She trusted him completely.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, her trust in him is what led to her own demise.
Yup.
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant to say.
You're terrible with words, Akito.
Yes.
I'm just not myself today.
I can't believe we managed to weasel out of that one. For a minute I was sure Suzumi would find out about the files. Oh, this isn't over yet.
So, what do you all think?
Even though it's just a theory, I believe it makes perfect sense.
I hate to admit it, but yeah, I think it makes sense too.
I completely agree with you guys.
So what now?
Yeah, what should we do next?
Checking into police personal records won't be easy, and it'll take up a good solid amount of our time.
Yes, I realize that.
Nevertheless, I think we should look into it.
Yes, I know. It'll probably take up a month of our time.
Yeah, I guess as much. A month should be enough.
Sounds good. It won't hurt us to do this anyway. After all, it's all linked to the Phantom, right?
I suppose so. So, everyone agrees with this?
Yeah.
Alright then. We shall start tomorrow.
Actually, if it's okay with you, Akito and I would like to look into Professor Li Zhang's case tomorrow.
Oh? Do you have some sort of plan?
Not really. I'm thinking of looking into this map of Unna. Perhaps I could ask around to see if anyone knows what he was working on. I don't know if it has anything to do with his death, but I think it may explain why all his research data was deleted in the first place. I mean, it's a bit odd, but his hard drive was completely wiped out, don't you think? Yeah, true. And according to Akito, Professor Li Yan wasn't working on anything for the police at that time either. Yes, I'm aware of that.
Alright. Permission granted.
Thanks. Suddenly everyone stares at me. What?
You really have changed.
Yes, I can't believe Kazuki thanked you. Plus, he offered to look into another case with Akito. Without any sarcastic remarks, no less. Wow, you've really come a long way, Kazuki.
Yeah.
I don't get what you guys are talking about.
We're just happy you improved so much.
Suzumi smirks at me. Whatever.
And he's back.
Yeah, that's the Kazuki we know.
Sheesh, I feel a migraine coming on.
Okay. Akito, you'll update Aki on our progress for today, right?
Like I have any other choice.
Perfect. And thank you for your cooperation. I'm guessing after the two of you are through with your investigation that you'll be reporting back to HQ and fill us in on what you found?
Of course. I doubt that it'll take long anyway.
Okay, meeting's adjourned for today.
Finally. What a long day.
At least you got to move around while you did your investigations for today. We've been sitting here all day long. My back.
I'm sorry, Kaoru. I'll make it up to you by paying for the food next time.
Yay!
Are you bribing me with food?
Well, at least you guys got to eat something.
Huh? You two didn't eat yet?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh, you should have told me.
I forgot about it.
I swear, Kazuki, one of these days you'll even forget to breathe.
Suzumi locks up the place when we all head downstairs.
Thank you for all your hard work today, guys. See you tomorrow.
Yep, see ya, and take care.
Smell you later.
Nice evening, everyone.
You too. Yeah, you too. See you. Aki and I watch the others walk away until they're outside when Akito turns his attention to me.
You need a ride home, Kazuki?
Oh no, I think I'll walk home. I need to pick up some groceries on the way.
Oh, alright. Then I guess I'll see you around 9?
Yes, sounds good.
Alrighty. See you tomorrow, buddy.
I've actually got a bad feeling about this. One of the screenshots on Steam showed a disturbing scene. See you. Akito grins and leaves. I head over to the mall to pick up some stuff. I also take this time to grab some food. If I don't hurry and get some food into my system, the acid in my stomach will devour my insides for dinner instead. Okay, maybe my worries were evaded then. And another day has arrived. I do my usual morning routine. Wake up, breakfast, morning release, and wait for Akito. It's the same thing every single day. Although, something about today feels a bit off. I have a bad feeling about today. Hey, what's up?
I'll be there in 5 minutes, so if you're ready, you can just wait for me outside.
Alright, see you in 5. Yup. Here I thought it was earlier than that. Alright, time to pay a visit to Uzra Longley. I lock up my apartment and go downstairs. By the time I get downstairs, I see that Akito's already waiting for me in his car.
Hey, Kazuki.
Hi.
Well, don't you sound enthusiastic.
So, it's just, we're practically doing the same thing every single day, and our investigations are going so slow that it's killing me. I just want to catch this guy already.
Oh, stop being so pessimistic. I happen to think we're making great progress on the case so far.
Are we really? Akito looks a bit stunned by my question. I believe Koya is making more progress on the case than we are at this point.
Oh, I get it. You're upset that he solved more cases than we have, aren't you?
It's not that. I don't know how to explain it. It's just...
Yeah?
I have a bad feeling.
A bad feeling about who? The Phantom or General Koya?
Both. The Phantom, of course.
Right. Just checking.
Don't get me wrong. Koya is doing a good job and all, but the Phantom and his methods are too unpredictable. What if... I look at Akito, doesn't say anything, he just returns my serious gaze with one of his own. We know him. Shock flashes over Akito's face for a moment, but those words come out of my mouth. To be honest, it surprised me too. Before, I hadn't really crossed my mind until now.
You know, Kazuki, when I first met you, I thought, who the heck is this weirdo?
Thanks for being so straightforward about it. And what does that have to do with the Phantom?
You're just so strange. You rarely talk to anyone and mostly kept to yourself. I remember thinking what your problem was, but then I heard about your parents.
Yeah.
There were a lot of speculations about their death back then. Whether it was just an accident or some sort of murder conspiracy.
I keen to stare at Akito in silence while taking in every word.
That's when I realized that you're the way you are because of your past. It's what shaped you to be the person you are now. It's the reason why you've become a detective.
Well, he's right about that. Which brings me to this point. The Phantom is indeed unpredictable. However, there has to be some kind of reason or motivation as to why he's doing this, and for what purpose. We just need to find out what it is, and when we do, we'll be able to truly understand who the Phantom really is, not only as a killer, but as a person. But was that really well said? You make it sound easier than it really is, though.
What can I say? I'm a great motivational speaker, and a fearless detective at that.
How the heck are you a fearless detective?
Hey, I earned it. After our little break-in stunt at Ezra's apartment, I totally deserve that title.
Yeah, good for you, congrats. Anyway, we should get going.
Oh, right. Time for us to meet Ezra.
Yeah, let's go. I hope I'm right, and I hope we can get to meet Ezra this time. I wonder if the police have already spoken with him. Let me do the talking, okay?
Huh? Why? You don't trust me?
It's not just... well, it's not that. Just do me a favor and don't say anything stupid like, we know that you did it, got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Good. Why isn't he answering the door? I swear I heard something earlier. Maybe it's my imagination. Let me give it another try. I look at Akito. Did you hear that?
Yeah, someone's definitely inside.
I was about to knock on the door a third time when the door suddenly flies open and we find ourselves face to face with a young man. He seems to be around our age. Yes. Hi, I'm Kazuki and this is my partner Akito. We're detectives from Igrasil. He shudders slightly. Oh, and how can I help you? Are you Mr. Urza Longley? Yes. We would like to ask you a few questions about Oguni. I study his expression. He looks a little pale and he seems really uncomfortable. Do you know her by any chance? Yes, I did. But I've already told the police everything. We were just friends and I never met up with her that day. I have no idea who would want to kill her or why. It's the truth, I swear. He practically screams in our faces. Liar. I catch sight of some baggages ceasing on the floor behind him. Is he planning to flee somewhere?
Hey, relax, man. No one here is accusing you of anything. We just want to ask you some questions, that's all. It's normal procedure stuff.
I'm sorry, I'm just feeling overwhelmed by this whole situation. Are you going somewhere? Huh, pardon? I see that you're all packed. Oh, that? I got some vacation time, so I figure I'd go on a trip or something, you know, just to relax and unwind from all the stress.
Oh, a vacation, huh? Yeah, everyone needs to relax once in a while, right?
Geez, Akito. We just have a few questions we'd like to ask you. Won't take long, I promise. I'm sorry, but I'm really in a hurry to get somewhere. Can we continue with this after I return from my trip? Besides, like I said, I already told the police everything I know. Now, please excuse me, I have to go. He shuts the door waiting for a reply.
Well, that didn't go well.
I gave Akito an annoyed look. You think?
Hey, don't get mad at me. It's not my fault, okay?
Yeah, I know. This guy was obviously lying through his teeth.
Definitely. Did you notice how pale he got when you mentioned Ogane?
Yeah, anyway, let's go. We head back to Akito's car. We buckle up and get ready to go. But instead of driving, Akito turns to look at me with a wide grin on his face. Oh no, this can't be good.
So what's the plan now, partner?
I knew I shouldn't have introduced you as my partner back then.
It sounded so awesome coming from you. And I know you like calling me your partner.
Since Plan A completely backfired on us, we'll go ahead and just proceed with Plan B for now. But we don't have a Plan B. I knew I should have thought of a backup plan before we went in there.
Maybe we should go talk to the police.
Let's wait.
Wait, you mean we're just going to wait here?
Yes,
For what exactly?
for Uzra.
Wait, what? Why bother? He clearly doesn't want to talk to us right now.
I want to see what he's planning to do.
He just told us that he's going on vacation, remember?
Yes, but he's probably using that as an excuse to get rid of the evidence.
Ooh, nice catch, partner. High five.
I gave Akito another agitated look. Not in 1,000 years.
Oh, come on.
I closed my eyes and leaned back in the seat. Just let me know if anything happens.
Sheesh. Why do I always have to be the one on lookout?
Because I said so. And besides, don't you want to help your partner out? I smile.
By the way, Kazuki,
Yeah?
I've been thinking about what you said yesterday.
About what?
About Professor Li Zhang.
Oh, you mean the part about us asking around to see if anyone knows what Professor Ji Lon was working on? And trying to what was stored in his hard drive? Or find out what was stored in his hard drive?
Yeah. I know that was only an excuse and your real intention was to talk to Ezra. But I think it might be a great idea. After all, someone's got to know what Professor Zhang was working on before he got murdered. We could even solve the case. Kill two birds with one stone.
You may be right. I was so focused on Azura, I almost forgot about that. We should definitely check it out later.
And maybe this time we'll have better luck.
Who knows? I hope so. What's the connection between Ezra, the Phantom, Ogani, and all the other victims here? I can't quite picture Ezra as the Phantom. He just doesn't fit my perception of the Phantom at all. Something seems off. I can't see him pulling off those murders either, especially with his physique and personality. No, he can't be beginner. He's definitely not a Phantom. So then, how does he fit into all this? Does the Phantom did the Phantom frame him? Or did he help the Phantom? Ugh, there's just too many questions. I don't know how much time has passed since I've got immersed in my thoughts. But before I knew, Akito's already poking at me in the arm and trying to get my attention.
Wake up.
I'm not sleeping, just thinking.
Whatever. Look.
I open my eyes and look in the direction where Akito's pointing. It's Ezra and he is carrying a medium-sized box. A long, wide tube wrapped in foil is sticking out of it. What is that he's carrying?
What's that? That looks like...
Cut!
The carpet! He is trying to get rid of the evidence.
Now's our chance to stop him. Let's go.
Roger that.
I'm turning the handle, but the door doesn't budge. Someone or something was preventing me from exiting. What the hell? I look out of the car window, ready to give the culprit a piece of my mind. Damn it, who is it?
Huh? What's the matter?
What? But how? What the hell is he doing here? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question.
Oh, crap.
I quickly glance over at Uzura. There's no doubt of it. Koya is here to interfere with our plans. Damn it.
I got tired of sitting behind the desk.
He smiles at me, which makes me even more angry. But how did you know that we'd be here? I didn't. It's just a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences.
Anyway, take my advice, kid. Stay out of this.
He turns without another word to me and starts heading over to Uzura.
How the heck did he find out?
Beats me. We watch Koya walk straight up to Uzura. I quickly get out of the car and listen to their little talk.
Hello, Mr. Longley.
General Koya? What are you doing here?
No, I was just passing by. Should I give you a hand with that? It looks heavy. What is it? A carpet?
Yes, it's a carpet, but I don't need any help. I've got this. Koya remains what he is. He remains where he is and leans up against the wall. It didn't look as if he was going somewhere. You know what? On second thought, I'll just take it back. I forgot to check with my mum to see if she wants it or not. She might be furious with me if I just throw it away like that. It was a stupid move. He starts picking up the carpet and ends up tearing the foil in the process. Ah!
Ooh, that is one nasty stain. It's no wonder you wanted to throw it away. Are you sure you want to give that stained carpet to your mom?
It's nothing. I just need to wash it. Koya doesn't budge. He seems to be pretty amused by Uzura's predicament. How can he be so calm? He doesn't want to start at him,
Looks like you already tried that. I guess it didn't work, huh? It's not like it's your fault. After all, bloodstains are hard to get rid of.
Uzura's eyes widen in bewilderment. He's clearly terrified of Koya. He opens his mouth to say something, but no words came out. Instead, he just stays rooted in the spot with a look of terror on his face and his mouth wide open.
Kazuki, I know you're not a fan of his, but I've got to be honest here. I really admire General Koya.
I don't respond. I don't know what to say to that anyway. Uzura backs up and bumps into a box that he had placed near the garbage bin, spilling some of its contents, a phone and some photos. He freezes and stares at Koya like a frightened, doll-eyed deer caught in the headlights. Koya says nothing and simply kneels down to pick up one of the photos.
This is a nice picture. Oh, my apologies. I hope you don't mind me looking at these.
He looks at Uzura straight in the
I'm
eyes.
guessing the young lady is Hyun-ho?
I swear,
Huh?
I didn't do it.
Well, I guess there's only one way to find out.
Koya took out his handcuffs.
You know what happens next, don't you?
That was the tipping point. Uzura breaks down and throws the carpet at Koya while screaming, "It wasn't me!" And then he turns around and flees. Koya simply pushes the carpet aside as if it was just a feather.
Why do they always try to run?
Koya reaches into his side pocket and pulls out a small object. What's that?
What's he doing?
I have no idea. The object appears to be some kind of metal sphere. Don't tell me he's going to...
What?
Koya throws a sphere at Uzura. It hits Uzura right in the head, causing him to lose his balance and fall to the ground. Throw it. We exchange a look of disbelief with each other.
You've got to be kidding me.
He's crazy.
You bet he is.
By the time we turn our attention back to Koya, he's already standing over Uzura and handcuffing him. After reciting him his rights, Koya picks him up off the ground and heads back towards us.
I really hate it when they try to run.
Yeah, I totally know what you mean.
Jeez, why is he complaining? He didn't even break a sweat. Do you need help with the carpet?
Oh, if it's not too much trouble, could you bring it to my car for me? I need to secure our little friend here in the back seat. I
glance at Uzura. He's in a state of shock.
Sure, leave it to us.
I appreciate it.
A few minutes later, we finish placing all the evidence into the trunk of Koya's car. The carpet and the box that contains a phone, which probably belongs to Ogoni, and the photos.
Phew, alright, that's everything.
Yeah. I take a quick peek at the photos. That's Ogoni. She looks completely different without the long white dress and bandage over her eyes. Why do I have the feeling that I know her from somewhere?
Hey, Kazuki? You okay?
Yeah.
Thanks for your help.
It's no problem. It's the least we can do for you.
Yes, well, you're welcome to come with me to the police station for the interrogation.
What? We can? Really?
I don't see any reason why you two can't. Besides, it'll save you guys some time, as you'll get to hear all the details firsthand.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. What do you think, Kazuki?
Huh? You're a tough guy to read, Koya. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Alright, so I'll see you two at the police station then.
He turns to leave, but suddenly stops in his tracks.
Oh, I almost forgot. I would really appreciate it if you two could return Ezra Longley's file to me.
He smiles at me, sending chills up my spine. He knew?
Sure. We're sorry about that. You see, we took the file by mistake. We were actually planning to return it to you today.
Koya looks at Akito and says nothing. I'm guessing you knew about Ezra from the start.
No, not really.
You told us back then that you didn't find out anything. How would you explain this file then?
Well, technically, you were the first ones to see that file.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're trying to get ahead of us. Koya gives me a hard stare and says,
And you're not?
You're one mysterious fellow, General Koya. I really don't understand you at all.
Oh. I hope that was a compliment.
He smiles at me again. It's no wonder he gets along with Akito. Koya pulls out his hands in a gesture of a handshake.
So I'll see you two at the police station?
I shake his hand. Yeah.
Hey, Kazuki.
Yeah?
Do you think General Koya knows that we took the file?
Well, that's what I initially thought. But I'm probably overanalyzing the whole thing. It wouldn't make sense for him to do that. He probably just noticed some files were missing and assumed the rest.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I hope so. Anyway, maybe we should hand the files over to the new guy and have him deliver it to Koya for
You mean
us.
Jasper?
Yeah, him.
I guess we could. I don't know.
Don't worry, I don't think we'll bump into Michiko this time.
I know, but can't we just do it ourselves?
Or just ask Jesper to hand it over to Michiko instead. I really don't feel like wandering around the police station right now. Alright, let's go.
Yep, I can't wait.
Me too, to be honest, although... Never mind, it's nothing. Akito gives me a knowing look.
Let me take a wild guess. You don't think he's a phantom either?
Yeah, he doesn't fit our profile of the Phantom at all. And
He doesn't
besides...
act like the phantom. I totally agree with you, man. Hard not to notice that after the fiasco earlier.
Yeah, honestly, he's too stupid to be a Phantom. What kind of an idiot would take the evidence from the crime scene back to his own home and attempt to throw it into a garbage disposal right outside his apartment? That's just plain ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%, man. Hey, Jasper.
Oh, Akito, perfect timing. I heard that General Koya just stopped guy suspected of murdering Ogoni. Yeah, we know. Jasper doesn't say anything in return. He just gives me another one of those disapproving looks instead.
Yeah, it's why we're here.
Oh, I see. News sure travels fast around here. And he just got here a few minutes ago, too.
Yeah, we were there when it happened, actually.
What? You knew we were there when General Koya made the arrest?
I wouldn't exactly call it that, but yeah.
Whoa, seriously, that's so awesome. Enough chit-chat, Akito. We should get going.
Right. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know where Michiko is right now, would you?
I think she's with General Koya.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Why'd you ask? It's none of your concern. I wasn't talking to you. Well, I'm answering you regardless. Let's go, Akito. I go on ahead, not wanted to waste any more time.
Jeez, guys, ease up. Anywho, thanks, Jasper. Hey, wait for me, Kazuki. You didn't have to be so rude, you know.
He's always giving me those suspicious glances. It's really starting to grate on my
You mean
nerves.
to tell me you were edgy with him over a couple glances? Jeez, it's no wonder you have so few friends.
I simply shrug. So, which way to the interrogation room?
Why do I even bother? Whatever I say just falls on deaf ears with you. It's this way.
I'm glad he let Akito lead the way. The faster we get there, the better.
It should be somewhere around here. Yes, right here.
I wonder if the interrogation has already
I
begun.
guess we'll find out soon enough.
Akito knocks before opening the door and peeking in. Koya is seated at the table. It looks like he's going over some paperwork with Michiko.
Yes, we'll need to check this out.
Understood. I'll have it checked out right away.
All right.
Hey, I hope we're not interrupting your work.
Hello.
Oh, hey. No, you're not interrupting anything. Please, come in and have a seat.
Thank you.
Michiko smiles the minute she sees us.
Hello.
We were just going over some notes to see what needs to be verified.
Oh, I see.
So you haven't spoken to Ezra yet?
Not yet.
Koya pauses to glance at Uzura, who sits in the room opposite the one-way mirror.
He's still in shock. I'm giving him some time to calm down first.
But what if he uses this time to fabricate a story for his behavior or something?
Nah.
General Koya leans back in his chair and claps his hands together.
Considering the amount of evidence we have against him, it wouldn't do him any good to lie to us now. We just need to run some lab tests on a bloodstain and have the phone's content checked out.
Yeah,
Precisely.
so he doesn't have much of a choice but to tell us what really happened.
Exactly. And to be honest, I would love to know what really happened back there.
We all do.
I knew it. I was right all along.
Huh? What? Did I say something wrong?
What do you mean?
I look at Koya. General Koya doesn't believe that Uzura's the Phantom either.
What?
Well,
Isn't that right, General Koya? He simply smiles at me.
I see that you're not shocked by this.
Are you serious? That's awesome. How did you know that, Kazuki?
I just realized it now, actually. If Uzura was really the Phantom, there's no way General Koya would be so calm about it.
Jeez, Kazuki. Nothing gets by you, huh?
Ezra's too skittish to be the Phantom. Plus, nothing was planned. Everything is just one big mess.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. It's too bad you figured it out, Kazuki. I was hoping to surprise you guys with my deduction.
Seriously, how old is this guy?
Oh, by the way, here is Ezra's file. We're really sorry about taking it.
Michiko glances at Akito before exchanging looks with Koya. Then she looks back at us and smiles. Interesting.
So, is there anything else we should be aware of?
No, I think that's everything.
What about Uzura? Is it true that he's already spoken to the police?
Yes, it's true.
What did he say?
He claimed he and Ogune were friends, and it's been years since they last saw each other. The strange thing is, when we try to verify this with Ogune's husband, he claimed he has never met Ezra. He has no idea who Ezra is at all.
Years since they
Ezra.
last saw each other. That's not what the phone bill shows us. His testimony doesn't correlate with the evidence at all.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Unfortunately, we don't have a search warrant to search his home. And since we have no way of verifying whether he was telling the truth or not, we decided to wait for him to act first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's why you were there. You've been keeping him under tabs.
Yeah.
That's so strange.
What is?
Shouldn't Ogune's husband know who Uzura is? I mean, they were close friends, right? They should know each other pretty well.
Good point. Not to mention, there are so many photos of them together. It'd be hard to miss that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You and I think quite alike, Kazuki.
I guess we're not that different from each other.
I guess so. Anyhow, we'll get to the bottom of this enigma soon. The police are working really hard on this case.
Huh, of course you will. You have the manpower and the resources to help you out with your investigative work. Unlike us, Tech.
Don't get me wrong, though. I'm not saying that I've achieved things just by ordering people around. It's not that easy.
Stop reading my thoughts. Am I really that easy to read?
Yes, teamwork is important. But teamwork cannot exist without a leader. In order for people to work effectively as a group, someone must be there to guide them.
Okay.
That's where a leader comes in. The leader must show the others the correct path. Otherwise, everyone will just get lost. They'll just be wandering around in the darkness.
That's a good statement to make. Everyone needs a leader at some point. Well, the correct leader. Whatever. Yeah, well, it's obvious you're doing your best. We give each other cold looks.
Are they always like this?
Unfortunately, yes.
That's creepy.
I know, right?
You may be one step ahead of me now, Koya, but not for long.
Alright, I think it's time to ask Ezra some questions.
Can we go along with this? I think we should. Mind if I come along?
Kazuki?
He studies me for a bit. He probably won't let me. Well, it doesn't hurt to ask, right?
What do you think, Michiko?
Huh? Me? I don't know if...
Yeah, you're right.
He stops me at the door without looking at me and says,
Let's go in, kid.
Huh?
I don't blame Akito for reacting as he did. I'm a bit shocked myself. Yes.
Michiko, I'll leave it up to you to jot down all the important information for us.
Yes, of course. That's why I'm here.
And Kazuki,
Yes?
People will tell you anything when they're desperate. Just remember that all we care about is the truth.
He opens the door and heads inside. What is that supposed to mean? I followed Koya into the interrogation room. Ulra stares at us from across the table as we entered.
Hello, Mr. Longley. I believe no introduction is needed. You already know who I am, and I believe you also know this young man here.
I examine the one-way mirror behind Ursula. Wow, you can't really see anything. I'm innocent.
Relax. We just want to have a word with you. Hopefully we'll be able to clarify some things.
You have to believe me. It was this guy called the Phantom. He set me up. The Phantom set him up. That's highly unlikely. The Phantom would never do anything like that.
Yeah, sure. The Phantom planned on this. You had no clue whatsoever. Ogane's phone just happened to mysteriously show up in your apartment one day.
Yeah, that's highly implausible. That's right. Okay, now I understand what Koya was saying earlier. People will tell you anything when they're desperate. Don't forget about the carpet.
Oh yeah, the magic carpet. Maybe Aladdin landed in your apartment.
No. Koya sits down in the seat across from Ursula and glares at him. I stay where I am and lean up against the wall. What will you do now, Koya?
Don't give me that crap.
So I guess he's trying to scare him.
Let's start from the beginning, shall we? You see, my friend and I don't understand one thing. Why doesn't Ogane's husband know you? I mean, you said you and Ogane were close, right?
Yeah, so surely at some point you would have been acquainted with Ogane's husband. Ursula looks absolutely terrified right now. I don't know. Maybe she never told her husband about me. To tell you the truth, we didn't see each other for years.
I forgot to mention this, but for every lie you tell me, I will add extra time to your prison sentence. In other words, lie to me 3 times and it'll be the end of our little talk.
And that's been 1 or 2?
You've just used up your
Okay. I guess nothing gets by Koya, huh? Things started to get serious. I smiled to myself. We were, you know.
Yeah, lovers, I know. I just wanted you to tell me the truth.
I figured that was the case.
Do you know if Ogane was seeing someone else?
No. Koya eyes him suspiciously. It's the truth. I really don't know.
I know, I believe you. So, for how long did you and Ogane see each other?
For about a year? A year? Suddenly the images of them and a picture of Kazuki and Mitsuro flashes through my mind. Why the hell did I suddenly think of those things? They have nothing to do with this.
Right. And how would you describe your relationship?
What?
Your relationship with Hyunho Ogane.
I loved her, I truly did. I know it's not right for me to say this, especially when she's married to someone else, but it's the truth.
Alright.
Where are you going with this, Koya?
On the day that Ogane was murdered, did you two meet?
Yes, she asked to meet me.
Time.
Around 10 p.m., I think. I really don't remember.
And what happened next?
She went home.
Really? Come on, we both know there's more.
She called me around midnight. Alright, the housekeeper at the Rosewood Resort said that she saw Ogane talking on the phone that night. He must have been talking to him. She was yelling at me because she thought that I told someone about this, but I never did. I don't understand why she would think that. I glance at Koya. I can tell that he's thinking the same thing as I am. Ursula was telling the truth.
Did she say anything else?
She told me that some guy threatened her. The guy apparently gave her an ultratarium. If she doesn't meet him at the resort, he would tell her husband about her affair. So the Phantom knew about their relationship. Interesting. I told her to wait for me, but she wouldn't listen. She said she wants to end our relationship now, and that she would take care of the matter herself. She made a bad decision there. Still, that doesn't quite explain everything.
Did you go to the resort?
Yeah, but I have been drinking that night, so I had to take a cab there. A smart move considering all the other dumb moves he's made so far. But the resort was closed by that time, by the time I got there, so I didn't get to see Ogane. What? They weren't closed?
Another lie. We were doing so well, too.
Ursula's shaking the seat now.
How did the evidence end up in your apartment? I'm sure the blood on the carpet belongs to Ogane.
No, it's my blood.
You want me to believe that the blood on the carpet belongs to you?
It's the truth.
What about Ogane's phone?
He must have dropped it in my place while I was out. How does he know that a phantom is a guy?
Well, that's your third lie. So I guess I'm done with you, kid. Have a nice time in prison.
Koya raises from his chair. No, please, I'm telling you the truth. I didn't kill her.
Yeah, whatever you say. Maybe you'll have more luck convincing my friend here. I, for one, think you deserve a life in prison.
Wait, what? Me? What is he thinking? I look at Ursula while trying to conceal my shock. Ursula's eyes widen in fear as he stares back at me.
I'm out, Kazuki. Do whatever you want with him. I don't care anymore. Go ahead and rot in prison, Longley.
Koya turned his back to Ursula and winks at me. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Are you teasing me, Koya? I watched Koya leave the room. Please. Yikes. A terrified man there. He looks to me for help. You're in serious sheesh here, buddy. You want my help? Then you got to start giving me some answers. Ursula lowers his gaze. Let's continue from where you left off. You said that Rosewood Resort was closed by the time you got there, but from what I know, they were open at the time. Keep in mind that your life is in our hands, Ursula. Whatever happens to you at this point on is determined by what you choose to tell us right now. I was there. You were in the room? What's the point? You won't believe anything I say anyway. He's afraid to tell me the truth for some reason. I guess Koya sensed this too. Okay, let me try a different strategy. My friend believes you killed Oguni. I didn't kill her. He starts shaking again. But I'm still here, so you still have a chance to prove your innocence. You can tell me the truth, Ursula. Why don't you give it a try, He looks at me. He's clearly scared. He's still scared out of his wits, but after a while he says, I went into the room. It was dark, and I saw a glimmer of light in the living room. Damn, it works. When I got closer, I saw Gurney sitting in the chair. Her hands were strapped to the arms of his chair, and her mouth was gagged. She was crying. I rushed over to help her, but... He starts to sob. Someone snuck up behind me and hits me over the head with a hard object. The next thing I know, I'm on the ground groaning in pain. So that's how his blood got on the carpet. I guess he was telling the truth then. It really is his blood. You mentioned that it was a guy earlier. Did you see the perpetrator's face? No, I just caught a glimpse of him. He had a black hood on, so I couldn't really see his face, but I'm positive it was a guy. I figured that was the case. So what happened next? When I woke up, I saw a huge stain of blood on the carpet and freaked out. Then I realised it was my blood from when I got attacked. I got up and saw a girl still sitting in the chair. Only this time, she was wearing a white dress with bandages wrapped around her eyes, and her hands were on a sword. Nothing new there. I called her name, but she didn't respond. It was only when I got closer when I realised she was dead. I say nothing and wait for Ursula to continue. What was I supposed to do, huh? My blood was all over the carpet, and I was the last person she spoke to on the phone, so I did the only thing I could think of. Took the carpet and her phone, and I ran. Which way? Huh? Which way did you go, the back or the front? I ran to the back of the resort. There's a ramp near the garbage container, so I leapt down onto it, and then I climbed over the gate. I knew that's possible because I tested it myself back at the resort. I thought about throwing away the carpet back then, but I was too afraid. My blood is on it after all. So I just took both the carpet and phone home. That's it. I swear I didn't kill her. I knew earlier on that he wasn't the Phantom. Still, why doesn't he have a solid alibi to back himself up? Is he still hiding something? He was Ogoni's lover, right? Maybe they got into an argument and he killed her by accident, and then he made it to look like the Phantom did it. Is that even possible? Maybe I'm overanalyzing this. I gave him a stern look. You believe me, don't you? What I think of is not important. The problem is, you don't have any alibi. All we have right now is a story of yours. You were there. You saw Gurney strapped to a chair, and some guy knocked you out before you could rescue her. That's it? In short, You don't know anything. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Ezra lowers his head, looking utterly defeated. I know. Oh, this is such a pain in the ass. Ugh. You rode a cab to the resort, right? Ezra makes eye contact with me again. Yes, why? Do you have the taxi driver's business card with you? Yes, I do. It's in my wallet. Alright. We will see if the driver remembers you. And if we recall seeing you with any items at the time, did you bring anything with you when you took the cab? Did you bring anything with you when you rode the cab? No, I didn't. Why? Good. Then we could prove that you couldn't have done it. Ogoni was dressed in a white dress, blindfolded, and her hands were on a sword. Moreover, she had been poisoned to death. Therefore, you had to be carrying those items with you. However, you were empty-handed. He seems to be surprised by my reasoning. I can also see a glimmer of hope in his eyes. That's right. I didn't have anything with me. Nothing at all. No need to repeat it. I got it the first time. Thank you. Thank you so much. Don't thank me yet. In any case, you still have a major mess out of things. You may not be charged with murder, but you can still be charged with obstruction of justice. What? That's the way it is. Will you stop looking at me like you're some lost puppy? I'm sorry, I should have confessed earlier. Yeah, anyway, I think we're done here. I get up. I'm just about to leave the room when suddenly Ezra stops me. Hey! Thank you. I told you don't need to thank me. Yeah, I know. Just please. Please catch the madman who killed Ogoni. I smiled at Ezra. I will. I turn and leave the room.
Oh my god, Kazuki, you were amazing.
Huh?
I have to agree with Akito on this one. You did really well in there. I was worried you wouldn't get what I was trying to do in there, but thankfully, you did.
Koya scratches his cheek, looking slightly relieved. It never crossed your mind to tell me your plan before we went in there, sorry?
Sorry. I was improvising as we went along.
Jeez, it's hard to believe that someone this carefree can be so good at what he does.
Good job, you two. I have written down all the important information Jericho had. It has already been handed over to the team for further investigation.
I believe this could just be General Koya's grand plan.
Thank you, Michiko.
Please, let us know the results.
Certainly. I'll be sure to do that.
We should probably head back to HQ. Besides, I don't think anything else would happen here today. I think it's time we head back to HQ, Akito.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised Suzumi hasn't called us yet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the signal here is pretty bad, so you might have trouble receiving calls.
Oh, that's just great. Ugh, Suzumi's going to kill us!
Why would you say that? She's too adorable to kill anyone.
You haven't seen her angry.
You obviously haven't met her dark side.
Michiko looks at me, I simply shrug back. Well, you know what people say, the couple who fights the most is the one most in love.
I guess you're right.
I suppose, though.
What did you say?
We all turn to look at Koya.
It's always nice to see young folks in love.
Akito face turns bright red.
Love? It's nothing like that.
Akito quickly turns away. His face is probably as red as a chili pepper right now. We all know the truth, Akito. Well, I guess we'll be going now. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to be a part of the interrogation process.
Don't mention it. You were quite impressive in there.
I agree. You did a great job on your first interrogation.
I am speechless. I didn't expect them to compliment me.
What's wrong?
Oh, don't mind him. He's just not accustomed to flattery.
I see.
She smiles at me. Sheesh, now I feel stupid. I turn around in a flash and start walking. Let's go, Akito. Thank you for the day.
No problem.
You're welcome.
Today, I mean.
Hey!
How annoying. I wonder if the girls were able to find out anything.
Hey, why didn't you wait for me?
We don't have time for this. I start walking towards the exit.
Ugh, wait for me, will you?
Akito's phone beeps just as we are approaching the car.
Oh, it must be Suzumi. This caller has been trying to reach you. Ah, great. 4 missed calls. What should I tell her?
Why are you asking me?
Hey, it was your idea to head over to Ezra's apartment in the first place. You started this mess, so you have to fix this. What should I tell her?
I shrug. Just think of something.
You're kidding me. Why should I be the one to think of something? She's calling again. Oh, hey, Suzumi. Hey, calm down. It's not my fault. My phone had no signal. No, we were...
Akito looks to me for an answer. Darn it. I take the phone from Akito. Hey, Suzumi, it's me.
Kazuki?
We happened to bump into Koya earlier, and he invited us over to the police station. We were in the middle of interrogating Urza Longley, so...
Wait. What? First of all, what do you
yeah.
mean you bumped into General Koya? And second, is that the same long-legged Akito mentioned yesterday?
Oh, creep, I forgot about that.
What kind of mumbo-jumbo are you trying to tell me here?
It's a long story, so here's the short version. Urza is suspected of murdering Urgani. Well, he was. You see, the police checked the phone records of all the times Urgani made prior to her murder, and they found out that Urza was the last person she spoke to. That's why they wanted to ask him some questions.
Is that so? I'm guessing you knew about this since yesterday?
No, we just received a tip.
A tip? Really?
More or less.
Goodness. You're killing me, Kazuki.
So, as I was saying, we were in an interrogation room at the police station. It's hard to get a signal there, so that's why we didn't get your calls.
Did General Koya let you guys watch the interrogation?
Yeah, anyway, I'll give you the full details once we arrive back at the H quarters.
Alright. We'll be waiting. See you soon.
Yeah, see you soon as well, Suzumi. Yep, I gave Akito back his phone.
If that was me, Suzumi would tear me apart.
Now that would be fun to watch.
Hey!
A dismissal thought suddenly hits me as I sit into the car. Oh, rubbish.
What is it?
I forgot to take out the laundry.
Seriously? That's been on your mind this whole time?
No, I just thought of it, actually. Well then, as we head back to Igrasil, we both realise that we haven't eaten anything yet, so we decide to stop by the Red Dragon and get a quick bite to eat.
Yo.
Hey.
Hey, big bro. Hi, Kazuki.
Hello.
Finally! What took you guys so long?
We had to eat something.
Fine. Now tell me everything. From the beginning, and don't leave out any details.
Do I have to? I already told you the short version on the phone.
Yeah, well, I didn't like the short version.
I'm starting to wonder if there's anything you like.
Oh, what did you say?
Nothing, just mumbling to myself. Told the girls everything that happened, well, almost everything. I excluded the part about how I took the file from Michiko and infiltrated Urza's apartment with Akito's help. And that's pretty much it. Any other questions?
Why did General Koya let you guys watch the interrogation?
Don't know. All I did was ask.
Anyway, sounds like you guys had an amazing time.
Yeah, it was crazy.
2. I glanced at Suzumi. She appears to be in deep thought. Is she looking for a loophole in my story? Okay, what are you thinking about, Suzumi? No, let me rephrase that. What did I do wrong?
Oh, well, there's two things. First, there's something you're not telling us. And second, it appears the police are one step ahead of us.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Well, they've been working on the case from the start, so of course they'll be ahead.
Yes, I know, but that's not what I'm worried about.
What are you worried about, then?
What is it then?
It's our lack of resources. We have a limit to what we can do here.
Oh, in what way are we limited?
Jeez, sis. Even I know the answer to that. We don't have guns.
Huh? How does guns help with our work?
It doesn't. I just felt like mentioning it.
Seriously. What Suzumi is trying to say here is that the police have access to all kinds of things. Mobile phone records, bills, video monitoring, credit cards, face recognition systems. The list goes on.
Oh, that's true. They do.
And they have General Koya as well.
Well, at least we have access to their suspect database.
It's frustrating. I mean, think of all the cases we could solve if we had access to those resources.
No. Unfortunately, it's not something we can just gain access to. Getting the authority for those things takes forever. Plus, it's not guaranteed that they'll grant us permission.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, guys. So what if our resources are a bit limited? We're still doing an amazing job despite that. We were the ones who captured his skate robbers, remember? We even stopped the bingo thief. We did all that, even with our limited resources.
Yes, but the Phantom cases are on a whole different level.
All killers have a motive. We just need to find out why and how he commits those crimes. This is what our job is all about, isn't it?
It is indeed. He's got a point.
I know it's not easy, but we can do it, guys.
Quite.
Yeah, right, bro. You can be so brilliant sometimes.
Wait, what? What do you mean sometimes?
That was quite a motivating speech you gave us, Akito.
Thanks.
You're right, Akito. We're already working on this case, so we should just do our best with what we have. Let's show them what we're made of.
Quite.
Yes, now we're talking. Let's kick some serious ass.
That sounds a lot like something Kazuki would say, Suzumi.
Suzumi grins at Kaoru. She's hiding something from us. What could it be?
Yes! Let's do our best, everyone!
Oh, that reminds me. How did the hunt for a publicity officer go? Find anything?
Oh yeah, you guys were supposed to look for a police officer who's been in the news recently, right?
Yep! And we managed to find something!
That's awesome. So what did you find?
A few possible suspects.
Wow, really?
Yep!
So who is it? Do you have a list?
Yes, here.
Kaoru hands Akito and I a list with our full names on it. Bank robbery. Driving contest. Man who injured in a car accident. And the last one. Koya. Wait, what? Koya is 39 years old?
Hey, why aren't we on the list?
Very funny, Akito.
What? General Koya is on here, so we should be too.
Yeah, but that's the list of suspects.
He fits the criteria. That's why he's on there. Anyway, I'm sure most of us are more surprised by his age than the fact that he's on the list.
Definitely! I can't believe he's 39 years old!
Yeah, it's a real shocker.
What, you expect him to be younger or something?
Anyway, the list is
Or
long,
older?
and none of them appear to be suspicious in any way.
Yeah, we were thinking of doing some background checks. You know, to see if any of them knew the victims personally. We even thought of looking into where the officers were at the time each murder took place.
Okay.
Those are all great ideas. Got any leads?
Sadly, no. They're police officers. Therefore, we don't have the authority to look up their personal information.
Okay.
Figures.
This is precisely why we need access to all databases.
Mm-hmm.
If we had more resources, we would be able to solve more cases.
Indeed. We'd be able to find out who was on duty around the time of each murder.
Yep. We could then eliminate the ones who were on duty and narrow down the search.
Exactly.
So what's the plan? Should we talk to General Koya about it?
No.
Not yet.
Why?
Because I said so?
Man, as harsh as ever.
So what now? We can't just sit around and wait.
Kaoru and I will be taking care of something tomorrow.
That sounds suspicious.
What about us? What should we do?
You guys can go ahead and speak with some of Professor Li Sheng's colleagues. See if anyone knew what he was working on, or if they're able to retrieve any data from his personal computer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
What about me?
What? Aren't you going with Aki and Akito?
I don't think all three of us need to go there.
Alright, I'll let you choose. The Li Sheng murder case with Aki and Akito, or the Matsuo Genichi murder case. Unless, of course, you have other cases you want to check out.
Hey, why does he get to choose?
Because I'm letting him. End of discussion.
Man, that's so unfair.
Hey!
Hello? Akito hits him on the head.
Ow! Hey, what was that for?
What, big bro? You don't like partnering up with me?
I never said that.
Yes, you did!
Huh? When?
A second ago!
No, I didn't.
Guys,
I knew this would happen. Oh, it's been a while since their last quarrel, after all.
Indeed, it has been.
It's also been a while since they last teamed up for a case. Are you sure this is a good idea?
Not really, but they're going to have to work together eventually.
True.
Anyway, what will it be, Kazuki?
I will be choosing this one in the next time, folks. So, hope you all have a wonderful day, and we'll be see each other in the next time of this wonderful game. Wait, what is it all the way over here? Never mind. Have a good day and take care of yourselves.